All right. So it seems like Microsoft might have a harder time recruiting new employees than other companies. For example, I've heard that Microsoft spends 10 times as much recruiting an employee as Apple does. And I know when companies come here and talk to us, other companies have made a much more compelling argument as to, you know, the challenges of the things that they're working on as opposed to Microsoft. And I was just wondering if you thought that might be a problem and if you had any potential solutions.
Well, getting the best and the brightest people is an important thing that we all do. I think we do a pretty good job at it. And I don't particularly think it costs us, I mean, the data I've seen wouldn't say it costs us any more than it costs anybody else on the planet. We work hard at it. We may even overdo it because we want to make sure we're always seeing the best and the brightest. You know, when we go up to bat against other great companies, we win. There's nobody we don't win over 50% of the people that we offer in common. Okay, nobody. Name your favorite one of our competitors. We win over 50% on joint offers. You know, what's got to be my fear? I got to make sure that there's nobody we're not offering who should have gotten an offer. That I'm always thinking about. But you know, the people where it's jump ball. We'll win some, we'll lose some. You win and lose people for a lot of different reasons. I think on balance, the quality of the work, that is the kind of interest level and the excitement level, the chance to do interesting stuff, we're right up there with anybody on the planet. You know, things do go in cycles. If I think back, I started the recruiting program at Microsoft when I joined. The first thing I did was start university recruiting.
He was our recruiter.
I used to be the recruiter who came to the U. In 1980, we started. And, you know, the competition, you know, Oracle was the key competitor for a while. Now they don't really show up much on campus. You know, Apple's a great competitor, but has been less active in college recruiting. You know, Facebook's fluxed up, and, you know, who was the guy? Trilogy. For a while, it was Trilogy. A company in Austin was the hot place to go work off the campus. The thing I think we've done, if nothing else, has been very consistent in our message. We want the best and the brightest off of university campuses. And, you know, this year I think we hired, we had an intern program. It was about 1,200 people. We hired 1,200 people out of campus, you know, at least on the computer science side. That would include research as well as development, undergraduates, masters, and PhDs. And I'll stack up the folks we hired against anybody. One of the key issues is we got to make sure we're hiring the best and brightest, not just in the U.S., but across the world. The U.S. education system helps to the degree it can attract people, the best and brightest from outside the U.S. to the U.S., but we still have to work hard also to make sure we're getting our fair share, particularly in China and India. 25% of the world's computer science graduates come in China now. 25% of the world's computer science graduates come in India, and 50% in the other parts of the world. So it's a particular importance to tap into that talent pool.
So here are the statistics from here, just for people's interest. And again, it's always cyclic. You know, somebody has the buzz one year, somebody else has the buzz another year. It kind of comes and goes. But every year in recent years, we've sent about 30 bachelor students from computer science and engineering here to Microsoft, which is more than any other company. That's just sort of 30, 30, 30 like clockwork. This past summer there were, 50. I think, there were 41 technical interns, 50 overall, but 41 from this department. 18 of them were women actually at Microsoft for the summer, and there were another 18 at Microsoft Research as summer interns. So you're our biggest recruiter consistently year after year after year. And that doesn't mean that...
You get to work on Connect and phones and new versions of Windows. And, you know, geez, some of you even like technical stuff. You can work on that kind of compiler and backend. I mean, we have a diversity of work, which I think is part of the appeal.
Of course, once again. Anyway, it's been pretty successful.